Hi and welcome back to the channel. Today I thought I would let you know about a free plugin for Kontakt, and it is called a Drop Designer. So this is from Skybox Audio, and they do some other quite nice software. So we've got products. They do Hammer and Waves, you might have heard of. That is quite an expensive pack of plugins. And they are kind of beautiful, kind of like grand pianos and stuff like that. So if we go back to the homepage, yeah, so you can see you can get the whole bundle for $390, which is a fair old whack. So you can see what you get there. You get Hammer Waves, acoustic, chime, electric, and prepared. Drop Designer Free is, like I said, it's an NKI plugin for Kontakt. So you need the full version of Kontakt 6.5 or greater, I think. It won't work with just the player. And all you do is you put in your email address, they send you an email with a download link, and that is it. Basically, you just drag and drop any WAV, I think WAV or AIF file into here, and then you can manipulate it with these controls. It has automatic pitch and volume detection, velocity modeling, fast tweaking, time stretch and sync, and some effects presets, and new free content added all the time. So you get 50 one-shots and melodies from Hammers and Waves to get you started, and they are quite nice. I have to say that the melodies there's some really nice melodies. So like I said, you need the full Kontakt version, so we're up to version 7 of Kontakt now, and Mac OS 10.2 or Windows 7 or later, and at least 4 gig of RAM, and 270 meg, so it's quite tiny. So I will close Safari down and we'll open Complete Control, and I'll show you how it works. Right, so here we are in Drop Designer. So basically I have just opened Complete Control and I have dragged the Drop Designer NKI file into it, and that is it. You need to go to your files rather than library. You need to go to files, and then I have the samples in the folder with the rest of my Native Instruments stuff. So like I said, in the starter pack you get melodies and one-shots. So you get, I don't know how many, is it 25 of each? Something like that. And I get a preview obviously because we're in Complete Control, so you get an idea. I'll just play through some here. So there's one that I like called. So there's one that I like called Heart Attack. So quite like this one. So basically, just drag that in here, and it is mapping and analyzing. So if you've got auto detect on, it will set the root note. So on my keyboard, the most of the keys are kind of pale purple, and then the root key is blue. So you can go in and change the root note as well there. So this is already mapped to my controls on the keyboard. So there's let's have a look. There's 1, 2, 3 pages that are automatically mapped. So you've got things like the ADSR, the decay, sustain, all that's mapped. The V model's mapped as well. So if I go back to the first page, I can adjust the effects. So that is your effects there in the middle, and you can either do that with a mod wheel as well. So like I said, it's really cool. I wasn't expecting it to be kind of more or less fully mapped. And you've got things like the color. So you can switch obviously either widen or sub on, and then the color will either brighten or darken. So if we go right, will lighten, and left will darken. You can also switch mutate on and then drag it. So this is the only thing that isn't mapped. Kind of XY pad is not mapped. They do move, but if you move the controls, they don't work. But you can, well, you probably can't see, but all those figures are changing on the X formant, the Y envelope order, and X is torque and Y is size. So it does kind of like quite a lot of things. It really does change it. And then so you've got the root note. So like I said, you could change that to C3, and then the light will change. Just bump the volume up a wee bit. And like I said, I can control, so it defaults to dirt swirl. You've got a tuning, so you can go up and down the tuning scale, and also fine tuning as well. So it's kind of fine tuned to -2, and then you've got a volume. So actually I could have adjusted the volume there. That would have been better. And then you've got keep length and speed, so you can change the speed. So you've got bars and the N, you know, quarters, eighths, sixteenths, the whole shooting match there. So you can kind of switch that off. So yeah, so I've just been keeping the speed at 100%. And the other thing is you can reverse a sample, which is pretty cool. And then you can bring in, as it's reversing, you can kind of bring in the effects. And then you can have it as a one shot. So if I take reverse off and then just play it, it'll just play it through. And again, like I said, you can adjust. So the other thing is there's, I'm not quite sure how many, but there's quite a few. So you've got things like Never Look Back. Which is kind of a bit like gated, I think, is it? So the other two controls you've got, and I can switch these on from my keyboard as well. So I can do everything. I can switch on the one shot, the reverse, and then widen is obviously going to widen the sound. And then if I go back to sub, I can switch the sub on as well, and then add some more color. So you can brighten it up or darken it down. And I need to bump up this volume a bit. So yeah, so like I said, we could try a few vanilla games. So this should be gated. So that's pretty cool. And then if we switch Mutate on, and we'll see what happens with that. Right, we'll try this one as well. Forgot about reset. Yeah, so you can reset it there, and then so this is the standard. So that's quite nice, and it is D3, this one. In fact, so I'll bump up the volume since it seems to be a bit quiet. It's usually the problem with Kontakt. Right, so let's try Gentle Psyche, see what that does. Quite nice. Bump up the attack and the release a bit, take the decay down. Let's try Inception. So that is changing it quiet a bit. And Mutate. So like I said, it's pretty cool, and obviously these are just so you can drag any WAV file on it, but I'm using these so that you can try it yourself with this as well. And then, like I said, you've got also one shots. Right, so we'll bring in Dragon's Breath. Let's try Filthy Dub. And widen and take it back down. Let's try Summit Peak for something a bit different. Right, let's try Cloud Trails. Take the colour back up again. Where's the colour? I've lost the colour. There we go. I'll take the colour back up. That's better. We can brighten up a bit. And then we've got the velocity model, so you can adjust the velocity intensity as well. Let's reset and try some other. Let's try rewind the tape. Right. Quite cool. And shimmer state. I do like a bit of shimmer. So there you go. How cool is that? Not bad at all. And like I said, there's some other really nice piano. Let's go back to melodies. I haven't tried this Along the Trail. Right, let's see. This sounds quite nice. Let's try what else have we got that might go with that. Lowest Fi, that might go with that. Yeah, there we go. So yeah. There we go. That is Drop Designer. Let's said a free NKI for Kontakt, and like I said, you need the full version of Kontakt, not just the Kontakt player. Anyway, so that is it for today. Like I said, as usual, if you are enjoying these videos, please like, subscribe, share, comment, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.